It is really cold this morning, and Cole thinks so too.
Hey y'all, it's Geology here. I am currently on my way to Sedona, and I have a special little friend with me. You probably can't see him, but you can probably hear him. I'm traveling with my cat. He's gonna come camping with me, and we're gonna see how he does. He's been camping with me before, but it's been a hot second. Cole was a little nervous at first, a little anxious, but he's since calmed down, at least a little bit. The first day is always a struggle for him, but after the first day, he calms down and he's like, okay, this is what we're doing. I hate driving this road because there's just so many potholes. It's insane. Cole doesn't like it either.
When I go camping, I rarely reserve a campsite ahead of time. I just go and I hope for the best, and it's never steered me wrong. And this time it didn't either. Cole and I found a perfect campsite between Flagstaff and Sedona. The first day of a trip, I like to give Cole plenty of time to get adjusted to the new campsite before I take him on any crazy adventures. So that's what he's doing right now, is getting used to the campsite and all the people around him. He doesn't like strange people. After getting Cole settled in, we headed 6 minutes down the road to Oak Creek Canyon. This is not only a beautiful trail, but it has a very interesting history. The structures that you see here are the remnants of a lodge that once hosted movie stars, politicians, and business tycoons, such as President Hoover and Walt Disney. This lodge, known as the Mayhew Lodge, operated from 1926 to 1968. But that's actually not the interesting part. In the early 1870s, when there was no road, electricity, and grizzly bears still roamed the area, a hunter known as Bear Howard built the first cabin here. Howard earned his nickname after a friend was mauled to death by a grizzly, which prompted Bear to hunt and kill every last grizzly in the canyon, according to local legend, sometimes with only a knife.
Cole is very interested in the building.
Yeah. This is a 7-mile out and back trail that has quite a few creek crossings. So if you're going to do this trail, make sure you're either doing it in waterproof shoes or just don't fall into the water. The creek crossings were a little bit difficult with a kitty on my back, but there were no accidents. There was no spillage into the creek.
Gotta take a grass break. Yes, was that good? What do you think, Cole? What do you think?
On busy trails like this one, I like to keep Cole in the backpack because he is very unsure of strangers at times. I didn't let him out of the backpack until we were a few miles down the trail where there were way fewer people.
You wanna go this way? Cole is happy as ever. He got his little cat Go-Gurt, which he goes feral for. He loves his cat Go-Gurt. And now he's trying to go under a rock.
Dang it, Cole! No! Why must you always do this?
He likes going into crevices.
Cole got to walk around for about 30 minutes until a family with two small children came walking by, and Cole was like, and he ran into the backpack, and it was time to leave. At the beginning of a hike, Cole is always very alert and very interested in the things around him, but at the end of a hike on the way back, he just sleeps the whole entire time. Really? Cole was very sleepy after the hike. He thinks he can just take my spot. Cole and I are pretty much settled it up. And there he goes. Goodbye. He's like, that's enough. I will not be photographed. And here he comes again. Well, are you gonna get under the blanket? Where are you going? It's chilly tonight, but I have a really, oh, here he comes again. Hello. Okay, you're gonna sit right in front of the camera. Yep. That seems like a really good spot for you. Come on. Come on, Cole. He always has to think about it for a second. Okay. Cole and I are settled in for the night. We've been settled in for a long time. After our 7-mile hike, we were both dead. We were both dead to the world. Cole immediately, as soon as we got back to the campsite, he slept. As you can probably tell, it is a little noisy at the campsite, and I'm hoping it quiets down a little bit. He's so tired after today. He had a big day. He had a big day. It's morning and it's very rainy outside. We got Cole under the blankets, keeping warm. Neither of us want to get up. It rained quite a bit last night, so everything that I left outside is thoroughly wet. I'll just have to wait a little while for this to fully dry, and then Cole and I can head out for the day. There he is. I took the blankets away, so now he's trying to get warm in my dirty clothes. The plan for the day was to drive down into Sedona and hike Bear Mountain. In the forecast, there was about 30% chance of rain for the next 2 hours, so I was feeling pretty hopeful I wouldn't get rained on.
One thing about Sedona is that you will not see the golden arches here. And by that I mean the McDonald's golden arches. You will see instead turquoise arches because it apparently blends well. All the architecture in Sedona is supposed to blend in to the environment. So the Circle K over here doesn't look like other Circle Ks that you might see. It's like tan, earthy, deserty colors. So all of the buildings here have to follow a specific code. It's a very rainy, cloudy day today. I'm hoping that it's not gonna rain on me when I'm up on the mountain. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain on me when I'm up on the mountain. But that's okay. I don't mind the rain actually, especially since moving to the desert. This is a nice change. I miss the cloudy, rainy days back home in Ohio. Even on a rainy, disgusting day. It is so busy. Oh my god, they're in shorts. That's crazy. I was gonna climb that mountain, but I'm not so sure anymore. I see little flecks of what looks like snow. We're getting sleet. It is still very, very rainy. I left Cole in the car because he does not like rain. I'm not doing the hike that I was originally going to do because I didn't know how the view would be. Since it's rainy, the visibility might be really bad. So I decided, let's do a mile-long hike up to the top of a mountain instead of a 5-mile hike. All the rocks are very slippery and the trail is really muddy. I'm not gonna film a lot because it's really cold. I'm trying to keep my hands warm. It has not let up at all. But it looks kind of moody. I was right that the visibility is not great, but it's kind of cool. I wouldn't hike all the way up Bear Mountain in this, but this one's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. The mud is sticking to my shoes. This is definitely not the safest trail to do in the rain. But let's see what the view looks like. Ooh.
On my way down, I accidentally took a very roundabout way, adding extra mileage to my hike. The rain just got harder and harder, and the trail turned into a little mini river, and I was just so done with it. That was not my brightest idea. It is so cold out. Oh, it was cold and rainy. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to hike. It was not. My upper body and my head was dry. I was fine. It was my lower half. My legs were wet. It didn't really bother me to the end of the hike. And I realized how wet my pants were. And I was like, I can't I could feel my leg. They felt numb. Absolutely awful. Would not do that again. I am outside in urgent care because I got it in my brain that I was hypothermic. I'm not hypothermic. It's just really cold outside. And yeah. And we got little baby chicken. Little baby chicken. Hello, Cole. Yeah. It is now snowing. It's like snowing and raining. I forget what that's called. Sleet? I did not expect it to be like this. I expected, maybe a little bit of rain.
It's been going all day, and it just got worse. Wow, snow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. My heart is beating right now. It's beautiful, but I'm also kind of scared, not gonna lie.
This was just 5 minutes later, and already snow was covering the mountains, the trees, the grass, and even the road, which made me kind of nervous. After checking the forecast, I became even more concerned. It was supposed to snow for the next 1 to 3 hours, and getting snowed in seemed like a possibility. I kept going back and forth on whether I should turn around or keep going. I passed a campground that was 15 minutes south of mine, and it was completely deserted and covered in snow, making me wonder if my campground was still open. But I was committed after a certain point, and honestly, I'm so glad I kept going. It made me feel better that I wasn't totally alone at my campground. There were still plenty of people there with me. Unfortunately, some people had their tents collapse because of all of the snow.
Cole and I are hiding in the tent. It is so snowy outside, and it's actually quite nice in here. I was worried that it was going to be too cold, but it is kitty approved. Of course, I still have 2 jackets on and 2 pairs of pants, but I feel pretty nice. Every so often, it sounds like a sledgehammer is hitting the roof, and that's big balls of snow coming from the trees right above me. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my god. And it still freaks me out when I'm trying to read. And it's just boom right above my head.
Was I cold last night?
No. No, I wasn't.
I have noticed that this is frozen, this panel. The side panels are fine, but this panel where the snow is hitting it is frozen now. And I'm really curious what my windshield looks like. I do not own a ice scraper because I live in Las Vegas. So I'm hoping I won't have to scrape anything. It'll be fine. I'll just blast the heat and it'll melt. I'm from Ohio. I know these things. And you might hear some scraping sound. Cool. Don't ignore that. That's just, my boots got wet, so I tied trash bags around my feet so my socks would stay dry because I'm wearing my last pair of socks. But yeah, down here we got his water that is now frozen, kind of. And he got his litter box right there. Yep. All of this melted. And my trash. Before heading down to Sedona, I had to go back to the Oak Creek Canyon to see it covered in snow. Unfortunately, I got there a little bit late because I did not want to get out of bed. So the snow was pretty much melted, but it was still worth it. Since it rained all day the day before, I really hoped that the 7 sacred pools were filled. It's a rare sight to see these pools filled with water, so I had to see it. On the weekends, you can't park at the trailhead. You have to take a shuttle bus. If you have a pet with you, they can ride the shuttle bus as long as they're in a pet carrier or muzzled. Oh, yeah. He's feral. He's a feral kitty. That's a good job. Little trail kitty. This trail is one of the more popular ones, and I wanted Cole to be able to get out of the backpack, one, for him to stretch his legs, and two, because my back was hurting a little bit from carrying him all weekend. So instead of following the main trail, we found a little creek to follow. What's up, Dad? Oh, I wouldn't drink that. I wouldn't drink that. I wouldn't drink that, Cole. I wouldn't drink that. I wouldn't drink that. I don't know about that. I don't want you to get sick. It's very muddy water. After this major disappointment, I realized I had about 20 minutes to get back to the trailhead before the next shuttle bus left. I ran down the trail and just missed the bus by literally 2 minutes. I could either wait an hour for the next bus or walk a mile back to my car. I decided to walk back. After the hike, I was tired and decided it was time to set up camp for the night, even though it was kind of early. Sedona has a good amount of dispersed camping, but some of it's not the best because of ATV traffic going through the dispersed areas, so it's loud and there's a lot of dust around, and they can be really, really crowded. When I first got to this site and I saw all of the RVs and cars and tents packed in together, I was like, uh-oh, this is not going to be fun. But I found some really nice free dispersed camping away from everyone. And it's got a little trail back here. It's nice. When I was eating dinner, I saw a band of musicians walk past me, and I decided to follow them. Not creepy at all. They let me join them, and we enjoyed the music and the sunset. And Cole enjoyed another walk. No, let's go back, Cole. It's dark. I'll let you walk on the road. I'll let you walk on the road. No, come on, let's go this way. It's easy to have him just like go, but when you're trying to lead him back, he does not want to go. He wants to keep exploring. Come on, Adventure Kitty. Come on, Cole. Come on. Come on. Good job, go. Let's go. Good job. No. Cole. Come on. Come on. Success. Good job. Good job, Cole. Cole had a very, very good day today. He's just purring away. Beep. He is not letting me read. He demands the pets. Today I found out that Cole is terrified of hot air balloons. There's a hot air balloon right by my campsite. That's awesome. I did not expect to see a hot air balloon when I woke up, and I definitely did not expect to see one crash either. Boom. Uh-oh. It looks like everyone's okay. Oh no. I was up in the rooftop tent and he was down here using the bathroom and he came running up top, just growling, really agitated. And I peeked my head out, hot air balloon, and he did not want to come down here and eat. He was like so afraid, but now he's chill. So we're good. The hot air balloon was blocking the only road out of the campground. But luckily, the passengers and the hot air balloon were rescued in no time, and Cole and I were able to get on our way. Before heading back to Las Vegas, we decided to stop at an archaeological site. And as you can probably tell, Cole is very interested in archaeology. On this hike, lots of people were saying hi to Cole, and Cole surprisingly said hi back. This is Montezuma Castle, home to indigenous peoples around 1050 CE. Cole, what do you think? What do you think?
Out here on the signs, you'll see them called the Sinawa. The exhibits in our museum are a little bit newer, so we're using the Hopi name more often, but you can say either one. It refers to the same group of people.
Does anyone ever go up there?
Yeah, our cultural resources staff goes up there at most 4 times a year, and they will go up, same thing, using a series of ladders, and usually they're up there for at most an hour and a half. And they only take less than 10 people with them. And I was fortunate enough to go up there with them at the end of February. We were up there for about an hour, which was not long enough, but it is
What's
very,
it feel
very
like
cool.
in there? Is it
It's very comfortable. So I mean, it's like natural air conditioning inside, which is one of the reasons there aren't very many windows. In the summer, it's up to 20 degrees cooler, and in the winter, it's about 40 degrees warmer. They also had rugs and stuff to cover up the windows, so it would have been very, very comfortable to live in. And the ceilings are about 5'10" or so at the lowest, up to 6 feet or higher. So people back then would have been able to stand up very comfortably. And even
shorter, right? Like
average height was about 5'5". One of the signs around here says that the ceilings were 5 feet high. And
I think it says it there.
Yeah,
I
think that was a typo or a miscommunication because they were comfortable enough to stand up in.
Okay.
And each level is about 6 or 7 feet wide, so less than the width of this section of sidewalk here. But it's, Montezuma Castle is not as big as it looks. It's actually quite small. It had enough space for about 35 people. So maybe 1 to 3 families lived in this particular building here. After exploring the various other dwellings, Cole and I made the long trek back home. Cole, are you happy you're home? Cole says, no, I'm not. If you enjoyed this video and want more of Cole, leave a comment down below and subscribe for more videos like it. See you next time.